Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Grania, how's it going? Giggler, how are you? How's it going? Welcome to the second live session with Ask Eriu. I hope you're all well. Hi, Carl. How are you? How's it going? Liz, hello, everyone. This is nice. Sumi, how are you? Melissa, how's it going? I'm just going to wait a few more minutes just to get everyone in. It's been a while. Yeah. Well, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in fairness? Not too bad. Not too bad. Hi, Shannon. How are you? How's it going? Where are you all coming in from again? Hey, Ash. How are you? Hello, Maria. How are you? Oh, so Alicia, thanks. I know. I picked it for. I picked a Saturday night. Because what else would I be doing on a Saturday night, right? No plans. No plans tonight. And I thought I could get more people in if I did it on a Saturday. Hello, Giggle. Yeah, Florida. Yeah, of course. Shannon, North Carolina. Yeah, Arkansas. Nice. And Cali. KM, how are you, darling? You well? I've got some 18 people. I'm happy. So welcome. I'm good, thank you, Ash. I'm pretty good. I'm very good. You know what though? Most of you know that I live in Dublin, in Ireland, and the heat is something else, man. Oh my God, we're in like the 20s, and that's a lot for us. Do you know what I mean? We don't really have the skin for that. So it's like mid-20s, going up to 30s, mid-30s, Midlands. Crazy. So I'm pretty happy out, but I'm in, like, this is why I'm very casual today, because I'm in shorts and I can't do it. And my candles lit in front of me, and I'm like, geez, even the candles are roasting. Yeah, it's very humid. It's very humid. Humidity. I don't have the hair for it either, guys, to be quite honest. Hello, Julianne from Australia. How are you? Love listening to your accent. Thanks to me. I'd be regarded as having quite a neutral Dublin accent. Be quite neutral. I'll understand a bit more for you. And again, I'm eating lozenges. I'm so sorry. It's not very professional of me, but my throat, my voice is just going. It's crazy. The 60s is coming. Oh, guys, I hope you've all been well anyway the last few weeks. I've been pretty good. Been working hard, you know, having to do it. So let's kind of get straight into it, shall we? Let's, what are your questions? What would you like clarity on? When you do write your question, do put in your star sign as well. And if it involves somebody else, optional. If you want to put in their star sign too, that's fine as well. Alexandra. Did I do a reading for you, Alexandra, before? Alexandra, I'll catch you, okay? So you'd like to with your love life. You're single, you're a Cancer, right? Okay, so this is for Alexandra, but this is for anyone that's a Cancer and that's single at the moment, okay? So I'll keep it quite widespread. Cancer singles. If you do like what I'm doing, guys, will you give it a thumbs up as well, please? I'd really appreciate that. And it makes me know, or lets me know that I'm doing something that is of benefit to you, as opposed to just, you know, not really. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So this is for Cancer singles. What's going on? Ooh, Cancer singles for Alexandra, but for Cancer singles as well. Okay. Okay. So what kind of made you go inwards a little bit lately, Cancer singles? Your intuition. I think it's the case that you are done. Like, I know you're single, and it's very easy for me to say, but I think it's the case that you're more so done with the bullshit. Guys, just remember as well, I do swear the odd time. So if you're listening to this in work and you have that volume up, like, put in your earphones, because nobody wants to hear me. But I'll keep it low, I promise. But yeah, so you're in a quite a contemplative mode as well, Cancer singles. You're in this kind of very internal change within yourself. Now, there could have been something that sparked this, but it's more of a case that your intuition is kicking in for you, and it might have been because of something that just happened recently, or the last 2 weeks or 2 months, or the last two people that you were with made you kind of go, I can't keep going the way I'm going. This isn't right for me. It could be as well that you're doing the same thing over and over again, or maybe it's not you, but it's the cycles that you're in. You're noticing that there's a pattern. So you're going, why is that happening a second time, right? Different person, maybe slightly different vibe. How come it's happening again? So it's making you go internal. But if there's a question, I know you're going internal and you're using your intuition in order to help you and kind of reveal the secrets of yourself, almost the things that we don't really want to look at. Um, but I see you acknowledging that, but I don't see you really fully diving deep into it, because you've also got the Eight of Pentacles here. So you've got the High Priestess here for me, which is about you going inwards, and then you've got the Eight of Pentacles, which says to me you're slightly turning a blind eye to what's really going on inside of you. Yes, you are consciously aware of it, but how deep you go is kind of something else. So Cancer singles, you're working a lot. You're throwing yourself into your work lately because you don't really want to have to deal with maybe some of the truths that you have within you, that you know what's going on in your love life, or maybe the things that you don't want to admit are happening within you and within your love life. But I see someone here anyway for you. So you guys have a King of Swords. This isn't, I don't think this is a romantic person or a romantic involvement. I think this is more so you. It's a bit of a glare. King of Swords. I think this is more so you having this great person that's near you, could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, who actually just tells you the truth. There is no bullshit. They cut out the crap. They tell you how it is. And this is what this king does. Now, it could be a male figure. Doesn't have to be. It can be female as well. As I said, can be Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. So I think it's good that they're watching you and watching what you're going through, and they want to tell you how things really are, but they don't want to hurt your feelings at the same time. So what I'd say to you is lean into this person more to give you a very honest perspective about how things are going, because there's a reason why no one really, for Cancer singles, there's a reason why there isn't that many people coming into you of quality, is what I want to say. And I'm sure some of you are like, yeah, quality, really? I hear you. It's because there's things that you need to acknowledge about yourself a little bit more. And this is really important. And this person is important in your development of that, because once they help you, once you kind of congregate with this person and really have a deep conversation about how you see yourself and yet how they see you, because I feel like this person's awfully close to you, and if you really want to hear the whole truth, they're going to tell you exactly what it is, that then you become this amazing energy, which is the Empress. It's like all of a sudden it all makes sense. There was a growth period for you in this, and this is what all those, like, the two past loves, or the love from 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago, this is all for the fact that you can turn into this Empress energy, which is Taurus energy, which is quite grounding, which I quite like against your lovely water Cancerian energy, because it comes in, it says, look, don't let the emotions overflow too fast, lay low and watch. There's this phrase that we have in Ireland, and I think other places have it too. It's called let the hare sit, which is the rabbit, right? Let it sit, let it wait, and watch for what's going to happen. And this is important for you because you need to take this on board so that you can turn into this Empress energy, which is your full-on feminine. Doesn't matter if you're masculine or male watching this, it doesn't matter. It's about you going into your feminine energy and really embracing all sides of you and just saying, what, you know what, if it's for me, great. If it's not, great. I am still 100% whole and of worth. And this is where you need to get to, Cancer singles. And maybe some, like, not to say that you haven't had that energy before, but it's the case that maybe it's been dented by the other two people or the past love, and it kind of made you question your worth a little bit. And this is saying, no, it's time to dig deep and answer those questions about yourself, so you can kind of turn into this caterpillar, into a butterfly, into this beautiful Empress energy. And that is why this is important as well, is because you have this, which is the Six of Cups, which is the, whatever label you want to put on it, soulmate, twin flame energy. This is what this is. This is very important. This is what is coming to you. But you have to get from here to here in order for this to come in, because it doesn't. And what I'm hearing as well is some of you, when you're in relationships, Cancer singles, at times you forget about yourself and you put the other person first so much. And it's like, no more, you can't do that anymore. You have to realize your worth and give time to yourself, and that your inner investment is what is important. Once you start to feel fully whole again in yourself, this comes in. Okay? So just be aware, this isn't really about another person. This is more about you. And once you have that nailed, you'll be absolutely fine. And this is big. This is really beautiful as well. Can't stress that enough. Okay, Cancer singles and Alexandra, I hope that helped you. Alexandra. Who else do we have now? Hello, everyone. Max, how's it going? Hello, Lena. How are you? Little lady, I'll go with you, darling. And guys, just remember to keep putting your questions up, because when I'm in this, I don't see these questions. So just keep putting it out there and I'll grab you as soon as I can. Little lady, I'm an Aries and he's a Gemini. Yeah, seen that happen before. We're in separation, but I'd love to know if he'll come back. I started thinking about him recently and I can't stop. Now, I want to ask you all really quickly, how did you get on with the super eclipse? Were you all okay? I was fine until after the eclipse. And then it's like all of that energy just ricocheted. Oh, it was intense. Oh, it was intense. But little lady, I'll take your question. So I'm an Aries, he's a Gemini. We're in separation. I want to know if he'll come back. So this is for, also, I like to extend it out. This is for anyone that's an Aries who has been involved with a Gemini or is thinking about getting involved with a Gemini. Okay. I remember as well, there's a lot of planets in retrograde. So don't be surprised if one or two of your exes start texting you, start calling you and see how you are. Be very careful of that. Mainly, though, the Mercury retrograde is the big one, as we all know. Careful what you say and how you say it. So this is for Aries. This is for little lady, Aries and Gemini. Hello to my new viewers. Hello. You're welcome, Alexandra. Okay, so Aries, this is for you. If you have a Gemini ex that you can't stop thinking about, this is for you. So what I kind of feel more, little lady, I'm more inclined to move on to his side as opposed to yours. I don't know why I feel like I have no questions with regards to you, or that I need to clarify anything on you. I feel like this is Gemini. So actually, I'm going to extend this answer out to anyone that has Gemini X. Hands up. Who has a Gemini X? Put your hands up. Right, okay. So where this person's at the moment. All right, little lady. This is for you. Where this person is at the moment, weirdly enough for a Gemini, they're trying to ground themselves. I know, and I guess we could call that a cliche and a generalization. Yeah, we could, but the fact of the matter is they are. I feel like you're much more solid in where you are in life, and I mean material goods. I mean, like, you're set, your job is good, you've got a nice home, you've got your material goods, you've got your car, and it mightn't be anything extravagant, but it's just the fact that you're quite solid. You feel kind of in control of things. Whereas the Gemini is not so much. And I'm not generalizing that. I'm getting this from the reading. So I see the two of you having to walk away. This is what happened in the recent past, which is the Five of Pentacles. And this is the two of you walking away from something you couldn't control. But no. Hold on a second. Hold on a second now. This is no. I'm trying to be someone. I think your ex is trying to hoodwink my energy and it's not happening. I'm not allowing it. Yeah. Little lady, this was not your fault. If you were inquiring of whether or not there was another person, this is what broke it down. The Tower card. This is what came crumbling down. This is what... See what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like this person, your ex, kind of gave you a sob story of what happened, and I just didn't know what I was doing, and I was in such a fragile place, and this person was just there, and blah, blah, blah. I don't believe it. I don't doubt the emotion that's attached to that. Don't get me wrong, but I do believe in the intent and the action, and that's what's really important, because there was another person involved in this, and I'm sorry to say that. Queen of Cups. And now the weird thing is, she doesn't feel like she has a lot of power in any of this to me. I mean, I already feel like she's gone. Like, this wasn't any. This person didn't have importance in your ex's life. Legit didn't. But for some reason, it was your. I'm just getting annoyed at your ex now. Your ex has more of a hand in this than they're saying to you that they do, and I feel like they're blaming it on this other person, and that what I'm hearing is like pursuit, persuasion. So I kind of feel like your ex was saying, they were after me, they were coming after me, like I didn't know, like I just thought we were friends. I keep hearing that. Yeah, we were just friends. No, your ex is the one that created this tower. I don't want you to think at all that you are someone that has contributed to the downfall of this, okay? There may have been outbursts of anger where you're really straightforward or whatever. That's fine. You're reacting to this action and you have a right to do that. But it is your ex that has brought this on, not you. And what he's trying to do now, and I think the effects of all of this, is he's trying to like ground himself. There's a thing that I have about your ex. He's a bit of a, even though he has, I say he, sorry, I'm assuming I shouldn't. I'll say he just for the sake of it, if that's okay. Kind of this lone wolf energy. So sometimes what I get with cards is they'll tell me a story from the other person's side, but then the energy is like someone's trying to fool me into thinking something else, and I don't get fooled that easily. So this is the Nine of Pentacles. So this person's saying to me, look, I've got my shit together. I'm okay to be alone. I'm okay on my own, I promise. No, that's not true. This person's very emotionally reliant, actually. On, sorry, I didn't mean to pull that face. I just feel that energy of a very high codependency. And that's why they were attracted to you, because they were like, this person has her shit together. She's a good, solid woman. She gets it. I can lean on her. She's strong. Let's do it. But they're pretending to do this and they're not. They're trying to get their life together. I don't know if they're a bit older than you. I kind of feel like they are. And it's a case that it's like, you know what? If you don't have your life together, even if you're older, that's okay, because sometimes our chapters change, right? In the books of our lives, right? Our chapters change. But if you keep trying, that's the main thing. You just keep trying. Whereas this person's a bit of a talker. This is them talking, telling me that they have their shit together, and I don't believe it. They could be trying mentally, but not completely. So they're going through this change. I think this is all going to end for them in this Wheel of Fortune. All right, so destiny, luck coming in. So destiny's taking the reins and kind of fixing all of this for you. So what I'd say is, you don't need to do anything just now. You keep quiet, mind your own business. You don't need to know anything. You don't go look at your social media. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't do it, because then you have this is coming in as your saving grace, and it's like, don't bother. I have this, and I will sort out this energy completely. And I think it's important that, for now, at the very least, let this person go through the motions of what they need to go through, because they need to. There's a bit of a learning curve with them that they don't get it, and I'm not sure how long this will take. This could take some time, maybe not. But what I'm hearing is it's not for you to teach them that lesson, and also it's not for you to rescue them, which is something maybe you've done in the past, and you've become accustomed to that, and then there's repetition, and then that becomes a cycle. Oh, do you hear what I'm saying? Hello, everyone. Hello, Robin. Hello, Gemma. Ninja. Hey, Nick. Hey, buddy. Eee, how's it going? I'm just going to finish this reading. One of my friends. Right. Yeah, same again. This person has a lot of work that they need to do. There's a little bit of growth they need. They need to ground themselves in a major way. They're trying to in some aspects. I think they're talking more about it than they are actually doing it. But I'd rather you kind of leave your energy with yourself as opposed to giving them any more energy. It's just something they need to pull themselves out of. There's a high level of like emotional immaturity here that I'm feeling, and it's important that they learn through that and create their own emotional development as opposed to you helping them. Yeah. So for now, as I said, stick to yourself. This person is trying to get their shit together. I don't see the other party involved. They're gone. I felt like they were gone anyway. That was nothing. That was nothing. It was nothing, but it was enough to break the relationship, yeah? Which is not cool. But I think I don't feel any, like I need to pull any cards for you. You're completely good. You're really good. So I hope that brought you some clarity, darling. Let me know if it did. Right, who have we got now? Hi, Monica. How are you? I know, yeah, you finally get to see me. It's so lovely. My chat's gone funky. Lisa Jade. Hello, darling. Eriu, please advise me why this Virgo man is giving me missed messages. I'm a Sag, and I'm losing patience. Oh, interesting combo. Right, so we're going to do this for Lisa, but this is if you're a Sagittarius seeing a Virgo, or if you're the Virgo cross watching Sagittarius. That's what we're going to do. Okay, he's giving you mixed messages. Yeah, Virgo men they're tough ones to crack. Let's have a look. So this is for Saggies and Virgos. You're welcome. So much emotional maturity. Yeah, I know, right? Like, there has to come a point where you just learn from your lessons. Oh, some people don't. Some people choose not to, you know. Okay. So for Saggies involved with Virgos, let's see how you're getting on. Let's see this mixed messages. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've taken 6 cards out, and you're the top line, Lisa, and they're the bottom line. So this is for you, Saggies. At the moment, if there's any Saggies out there seeing Virgos, could be man, woman, doesn't matter, or you're involved with a Virgo. So what you're actually doing now at the moment, which is really interesting, is just completely taking on air energy, Saggies, Lisa. Because that's all your top row is, complete swords. So this is saying to me that you're trying to take on this very diplomatic Libran effect. And I say Libran because we have the Queen of Swords here, and she's my Libra lady. I love her. She's hardcore, but she means well, and she doesn't take bullshit. She's also got a big heart, though, and that's why she holds up the sword, because she knows that if anything were to happen to her heart, or if anyone tried to bullshit her, it's not going to happen. She's not going to allow it. And so she's hardcore in that way, but she's very, very fair. So I think Saggy / Lisa, I was going to say Saggy from now on, Saggy's where you are at the moment is with this other person is trying to gain clarity of what's actually going on in the scenario. As you said, some of you have been getting mixed messages with regards to a Virgo male or female, doesn't matter. And you're trying to decipher really what's going on. And what I feel that it's your patience is wearing thin, but what's coming out of that is that you're growing into this very Libran. If you're going to continue to do this, I'm going to cut this off energy. Like I feel like it's like you're on the cusp, right? So you're ready to cut it off, but you don't really want to. Because I said she's the heart of gold, but she'll cut out things. She'll cut off people's heads very quick. And so you're coming into this sort of energy. And I see your willingness to kind of move away. And I think, Saggies, as well, you're moving away is because you want to gain a bit. My live chat has gone funky. 1 second. There we are. Cool. It's because you want to gain clarity. And the only way you can gain clarity is by taking yourself out of the equation, right? So 6 of Swords, moving away from something in tumultuous waters in order to gain and go into calmer waters and calmer seas. Now, do note that in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we have 2 people in this boat. But in this particular deck, the Aquarian one, it just has you. So this is you moving away with your thoughts, you pulling back your energy and saying, I'm not going to invest that much into this if you're not going to either. And that's what you're seeing. It's not as demonstrative as you really, really like, Saggy, right? But then you kind of pull yourself back slightly and go to the 8 of Swords. Ugh, 8 of Swords. So I could feel this internal push and pull, which is like, I want to move away, but also maybe I should stay. Maybe this is worth it. Should I really stay? Did they do anything really wrong? But did they say anything really wrong? No, I don't think they did, but did they? And so you're building up this kind of wall of swords of confusion, is what I like to say, in your attempt to gain clarity. You're questioning, and it's getting more confused. This is how it is for the life of a Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We are always in our head. We are always trying to figure it out. But there's something that you're not seeing here, and I'm going to pull a card for that because I want to know exactly what it is, what you know is there, but you're kind of refusing to acknowledge. Okay, Am I right, Lisa? Yeah. Okay. Yes, let's have a look. I'm just going to pull one card, I think. Random. Oh, two. You got two. Lisa. Either you've been involved with this Virgo before, or you've had an involvement with someone kind of similar, but the same thing happened, because you have the Five of Rods and you also have the Devil energy. This is about battles. This is about being stuck in the middle of something. This is about having arguments and belligerence as well. But it's at a crossroads thing. So it's like you feel like you can't get yourself out of it. And I ask if that's happened before and you're refusing to kind of see something that you already know is there, because you've got the Devil card here. And this is about the same. You know, when you drive yourself insane, you keep thinking the same thing, you keep doing the same thing. You don't really have to be attached to this person, but you choose to. You see? In this one, it doesn't have it. In the original Rider-Waite, you've got shackles to one another, but they can easily let them go. So this is about you having to break a cycle of your love life that you haven't done before. And I think you're like nearly there, because you've got this beautiful Libra energy kind of embodying you at the moment. And so you're nearly close. You're nearly learning the lesson of cutting something off when you know it's not good for you, but not quite. Okay, where this Virgo guy is coming from. So if anyone is seeing a Virgo, here's a bit of insight into your other half, or possibly other half. Knight of Rods. So there's a lot of passion with this person. This person sees a lot of beautiful love and intensity in you. I feel like straight up, your sex life is very intense. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's what I'm getting here. It's great. It's intense. You haven't had something like this before. But also, what's shying away, what this Virgo is shying away from showing you, is that maybe he's too, he's severely independent. And so much so that I think over time he shut himself off a bit to open up really emotionally to someone and give himself emotionally to someone. I don't see anyone here interrupting the two of you or whatever this is between you. But what I will say is there is a certain amount. He has notions of kind of being a player a little bit. But this is the funny thing that I'm getting, is like he's nowhere near that. Like, this is not his vibe at all. This is not his jam. I'm like, why are you telling me? He's like, and here he's like, maybe I kind of should be with other people. And I'm like, that's not who you are. Who are you trying to kid? So this is what he's contemplating at the moment, but he's very much keeping himself to himself. And he's going inwards about this, because High Priestess, and this is the second time we got this Nine of Pentacles together, Lone Wolf, having everything together and going inwards, using your intuition to kind of sort out things, using your subconscious and trying to click into that in order to gain answers. So what I'd say to you is, I'm going to pull you like a resolution card, because I don't feel like he's moving towards you. It's not to say that he won't, but it could be, just be very careful. It could be just on a sexual experience. Not to say he doesn't have feelings, but what's ahead of those feelings, what's priority above them, could be more of the sexual encounter. Because you're a Saggy, and Saggies are just shit hot, and aren't they? Every Sagittarius I know is like the best. I'm going to find your resolution card, darling, okay? Okay, the World. So something is coming to an end. Something is ending. And it could be this. It could also be the cycle, if you so choose to. Get rid of this Devil energy, which I would advise you to. Yeah? Hone in on that Queen of Swords. I think you know what's good for you. And it's about time that you decided what's good for you as opposed to what's good for the other person. Because I think you've been quite selfless in this. And I keep hearing the word selfish. And I feel like they've been quite selfish in all of this by not opening up, or at least not telling you what they really want. If you knew that, you happy days, you could decide. But this is saying, this is about you now taking the reins and allowing this to end, or at least allowing the cycle of your love life to end the way it has been before. Okay. It also can mean travel. So it could be that you're physically moving somewhere, or he's physically moving somewhere, and that is what kind of deteriorates the relationship between the two of you. But what I would say to you is, I'm getting a strong feeling of allowing this particular scenario to deteriorate so that something else can grow between the two of you. Because I don't think he's not a bad person. He's just like misled. And I'd wonder about his friends. Yeah? I wonder. My connection is gone. Yeah, I'd question his friends as well. I think he's relying too much on his friends' opinions and the whispers in the ears. And that's not what you want, right? Right, so that was for Saggies and Virgos. I hope that helped, Lisa. Let me know if it did. How's everyone? And of course, my live chat is completely gone. Again. There we go. How is everyone? Let's have a look. Cool. Okay. Good morning, Suzanne. Where are you coming from? KM, I was answering the question of Lisa Jade, which was Sagittarius having trouble with the Virgo man. That was what I was looking at. Here we go. So we got yeah, his friend told him he was taking me out. There you go, friends. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. What's any more for Leos? Mags, what Leos? Any Leos in the house tonight? I'm a Leo moon. I always attract Leos, but I absolutely adore them as well. Mags, any Leos? Any questions by any Leos? Would you like anything answered, Leos? You're from Alaska. Sweet. Thanks for joining in. If you're digging this, guys, please like. I'd appreciate that. Or leave a comment as well. That'd be cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna... I'm sorry, guys. This isn't updating for me properly. There we go. Capricorn, who wants my Leo back? Okay. Another interesting mix. So we've got another mix of fire and earth. Okay. So Capricorn. So this is for Capricorn seeing any Leos out there. There we go. Cool. So Capricorns and Leos. Let's check that out. Love life sucks for this Leo. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Leos are so attractive though as well, aren't you? All right. Oh, what's going on with Capricorns and Leos? All right. So anyone that is a Capricorn that is having issues with a Leo, or any Leos that are cross-watching, want to know a bit more. Oh, okay. Oh. Right. Capricorn and Leo. Capricorns want their Leos back. So one of you was very, very, very dominant in this relationship at the beginning. The Emperor. Very strong in what they know, very strong in what they do. Been there, done that, seen it all. Nothing phases them. And they still steer the ship. Right? They're the CEOs. They're the presidents of the world. You know what I mean? Just hearing. Okay, so the stubbornness attached to this particular person, now it could be the Capricorn, could be you, or it could be this other Leo. This is a fire card. This is Aries, which is governed by Mars, so this is a very strong fiery presence. So this person could also have Aries in their chart, or it just could be that brother sister sign embodies that particular the particular traits in them. All right, so this person I feel is very, very dominant, very stubborn, is my way or no way, don't even question it. But there's something, I think there was something quite refreshing about this particular approach, because you've never met someone who was very solid or appeared to be very solid in themselves, who knew what they wanted, was very direct and assertive, and like didn't fuck around. That's what I'm hearing. It's like didn't fuck around. So that's what this Emperor, and what came of that is the Lovers. So we've like two major arcanas here. So this was like wham bam, thank you ma'am. Like this was like happening, and it was like, I don't even want to say a fairy tale, it just happened so quick. It was just like, and boom, it was like two planets just knocked together and this explosion happened, and this is what happened between the Capricorn and the Leo. Like seriously hardcore love. Oh my god, let me just check this out. But then, you know, it was all good until it wasn't. Am I right in saying that? Seven of Swords popping up after. Why? A decision had to be made. One more. Okay, so one of you was either moving away or one of you was thinking about leaving this for some reason. So this could have been the Leo. Okay, so the Leo, yeah, okay, that's what I'm hearing. The Leo came in hard and fast, then freaked themselves out by their own emotion and how fast it was going. And then they had to make a decision on whether or not they moved away or they actually created this beautiful, stable, loving home with you. So, you know, something that's very moving and something that's very grounding and loving and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. But they had to make the decision on this and they didn't, or they were just too blind to it. They decided not to make a choice, which is a choice in itself, right? So either one or the other. Oh, I don't do anything. You not doing anything, sitting on the fence is a third choice, right? So that's what that is. But there's something that was not told to you, Capricorn. No, no, no. I want to see what this is. Let me just check this out. I'm not happy about this. No, what do you want to tell? As you all know, I'm very honest about what I see because I don't believe in being a tarot reader that doesn't guide you correctly and doesn't tell you the truth. And as a Libra lady, I'm going to tell you exactly the truth. There was some sort of deception, lies being told within this, some secrecy regarding a third party. And it could have been with an air sign, could have been with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I have a feeling this person had and has no idea that something was between the two of you. Is that right? My Capricorn and my Leo? Yeah. Like there's no badness from the third party. I'm going to be honest with you. It's like they had no freaking clue. There was. Does this person know what they want out of life? That's what I'm hearing. Out of a love life. Does he get it? I don't think he understands. Like, he feels a lot and there's a lot of fire and passion and direct energy, which is great, but he's directing that at everyone. And I'm like, well, that's not what love is, right? Love is unconditional love towards people and humanity, yes, but when it comes to a person you are in love with, that's something different. And I don't think they understand what it means to be in love with someone as opposed to loving a lot of people, because this is someone that they've met out as well. This is someone that they either work with, is what I'm hearing, or is in the building stages of something that they work in or study and do. And this is what, on a work night out, is what I'm hearing. There was drinks involved anyway. There's definitely drinks. This Leo likes to party a bit as well. And there is a certain amount of regret. Here we go. No, he flirts too much. Yeah, Leo's not in, man. They don't seem to, I don't know what the story is, gals and guys. I don't know what it is. Sometimes they just don't get it. To love everyone is beautiful, but to love one person is extraordinary, in my opinion. Each to their own, though. But yeah, there's too much scattered love energy, and that's not what Capricorn needs, nor Capricorn wants. And I'm also seeing that they're starting to realize that now. But I feel like the Cappies out there that have been hard done by Leos, you're kind of done. This is their energy, Page of Cups now. It's very solemn. It's quite small. You know, because considering that they came up initially as an emperor, look at the shift. Look at that. Look at how low in confidence they've gone with themselves. This person may lack some self-confidence. It may not always seem that way, though. But now they're in this Page of Cups. Oh, wow. Did I say Knight? Apologies if I said Knight. This is the Page of Cups. This is them coming with an offer. And I feel it's very regretful and I feel it's very sorrowful, but I don't feel like it's an honest love offering. And that's not good enough. It's not good enough. Mags, I know you're devoted. I know. Well, let's not stereotype or kind of bastardize anyone, right? Like, it just happens. Sometimes You get a different mix of people. It depends what's in their chart. There's a new beginning in love for Capricorns out there, and I don't think it's with this Leo, and I don't think it's with this person. You've got the Knight of Pentacles and you've got the Ace of Cups, which is, it can be this other person that you meet, which could, sorry, you already know this person? You already know this Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus? And if you don't, no, you do though. Yes, you do. This person's been on the sideline watching this all happening, and this person wants to come into this with you, with this Ace of Cups, which is new beginning in love. This, darlings, this is a genuine offer. I'm sorry, I'm just like, this is pitiful. Like, this is not good enough. No, nope, no. Come with something that's kind of like, that's worth. Like, nobody has to come with this cup and be like, you know, this big extravagant, I'm going to give this to you, and this is what I can give you in love. But something genuine and sincere, no matter how small it is, I think it's beautiful. But this isn't. This is just not. This is just an ego hurt. This is all this is. Whereas this Knight of Pentacles is here and wants to give you this. So I would say reduce the connection between you and this Leo, and allow someone who's actually like wants to be in it with you to come in. So they can do this with you. Oh, think about it. I hope this helps now. Sagittarius and Virgos. No, that's an absolute lie. It's Virgos and Leos. No, it's not. It's a lie. It's Capricorns and Leos. Oh, well, you know. It's been a long week, guys, you know. Can't remember everything. Right. Can I help anyone else? Any other questions that you may have? Happy to help. My live chat to come back up again for me. There we go. Question. Look at the exclamation mark. Is there something going to happen between me, Scorpio, and Pisces, or is there someone new coming into my life? Okie doke. So let's go into the water elements a bit more. Let's check out if you are Scorpio or Pisces, on the cusp of maybe something happening, or the other way around, or you're cross watching. Let's check the two of you out. Let's check it out. Scorpio and Pisces. A lot of major arcanas for Scorpio and Pisces. A lot. 4 out of 6 is quite a lot. Let's have a look. Right, so interesting of how the two of you split in two. So this is how I'm seeing Pisces. Okay, it is the moon card. It is kind of governed by Cancer. Yes, that's fine. But sometimes I get other intuitive feelings that come in for me, and then it can mean something else completely. So this is the beautiful High Priestess. I feel like this is this Piscean energy that we have going on, and I feel like this is the Scorpion at the moment. Okay, so the Magician and the High Priestess. And almost at times may seem like an unlikely pair, right? Well, we know their elements get along really well together because they're same water group. So I guess friendship and love is sometimes a little bit more effortless as opposed to mixing other signs in like fire or air even at times. But this is saying to me that these two, yeah, I kind of get the feeling sometimes there's a bit of knocking of heads here. It's not quite, you know, it's like, yes, you get on, but sometimes you're like, how should we even get along? Or what is it about you? Why? At times it feels slightly opposite. I've got this very dreamy, watery, very artsy. That's like Piscean energy. And then I've got the Scorpion energy, even though this is not governed by Scorpio, but this is how I'm feeling about it. It's this Magician, and it's that someone who is very understanding about all the departments of their life, about themselves internally. They sometimes compartmentalize their emotions at times. And so may seem quite hidden and quite cold. Not always, no. It's just that they don't, they choose when to feel certain things, or more importantly, they choose when to show these feelings to certain people. Whereas this one is a lot more fluid and just lets the emotions kind of float on by. So this is how the Scorpio, darling, and Piscean is seeing each other, right? But I am getting the butting of heads here. I don't know what it is. It's like you do get along, but they just freaking annoy you sometimes as well. That's what I'm getting. But there's a nice mix, two very solid, independent people here, which I'm like, happy days. Sola, yes, Sola. This is for Scorpio and Pisces. If any of you are Pisces or Scorpio and you're kind of seeing each other at the moment, this is what this is. Now, I feel like this is quite good, darling. Yeah. So, what we have here is the Two of Rods. So this is fire energy. So we've got Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and this is about kind of creating your own world. And yeah, I mean, it can be sometimes about looking into the crystal ball and seeing what your future holds, but this is more so you deciding what that is and using a very fiery, direct action in order to achieve that. It is quite balanced as well. So I don't know if the two of you are in the same field, or you're both kind of looking into this kind of, if you want to say, looking into this crystal ball to see what sort of future you both have with each other, but you're not talking to each other about what it could be. You're both internalizing, and it's a very almost like telepathic connection that the two of you have. Very little words are needed at times to express how you feel, and that's lovely. But then at times when we need to have the chats of where our life is going, or at least what way the relationship is going, you kind of have to communicate a bit more and put it into words. So it's good. What I see is two very well developed people deciding on where they're going to go with life, right? Now, I want to. I feel like I keep hearing somebody. Like, I keep hearing, "Is this the one? Is this the person? Is this the person? I think this is it." And you're like, "It's too early to be this," but it is. Telepathic, yes. He's now dating another girl, though, and we haven't communicated in a while. Okay, yeah, you're both quiet, yeah. Yeah, but she's not here, is what I'll say. When someone is seeing someone, when I do a reading, if there's any importance attached to them, they show up in the reading, and they're not here. Oh, this is for you. When I said about communicating, Ace of Swords, it is necessary. You will have to learn how to communicate properly together. And it's a new beginning in that, though, right? And trusting your thoughts and your words and using logic in order to kind of really decipher how things go. I think this is a really nice card with the Two of Rods. So you're not only feeling this and wanting to take action, but you're also saying, right, I'm going to do it with words as well. And I'm going to set an intention. And I think that's really important for you. Now, there is this card here, which is a bit sad for me to see, which is the Five of Cups. But I think this is like your energy more so, Miss Scorpio. I call you Miss Scorpio. I think this is your energy more so, that you kind of feel like there was something there that could have really been something. And it's not. And yeah, I guess I'm kind of describing the Four of Cups energy, but that's what I feel with this. It's like you thought this could have been somewhere, this could have gone somewhere, been something gone somewhere, and now it hasn't. And I feel like you're stuck in this very kind of sad, sorrowful mode, and you feel like there's nothing I can do about it. Now, the other person this person might be seeing, now that I've taken more cards, could be a fire sign, could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, could be this queen. She's letting me know that she is here. Okay, that's fine. She's just letting her presence known. So I think whatever might happen between the two of you, just be aware that this person's not going to give up your love interest without a fight. That's how it is. That's really how it is. But this scenario isn't. Yeah, this scenario will come to a head naturally by itself, and I don't think it's anything that you'll need to do. Because we have the Justice card here. So you have a lot of major arcana, a lot of energy on your side. This is the Libra card, the main Libra card, and the major arcana. And this is saying what will be, will be. Okay, so things will balance themselves out. And what's nice is that this Libra card, Justice, has a sword, and also you got the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of truth that needs to come out. And I think this will come out without you needing to do anything. Okay, could be between the two of them, could be from him, Who knows? But it's more important to know that it is coming and the truth will come out about it all. So I don't think you need to do anything at all. My lovely Scorpio, I don't think you need to do anything. Let it happen by itself. Sometimes it's best to not do anything and let life take its course. And by doing that, then you've got the Hierophant, right? So the Hierophant is, which is great to end with. We've begun with the High Priestess, we end with the Hierophant. They are the spiritual representations in the tarot deck. So this is kind of like the Empress and the Emperor, but on a more spiritual plane. So this person, the High Empress, the High Priestess, apologies. The High Priestess is about your intuition and your subconscious and secrets and that you don't, things you don't know. And this is about the institutions that govern us. So it can be religion, medical, academic, like anything, financial, anything. These are the pillars that hold up society, okay? The representation of that. So something very big and strong is coming from you with regards to this particular interaction with this person that you have questioned about, Mr. Pisces. But this will be him coming towards you and him kind of really telling you the truth about something. So I don't think you need to do anything just yet. I would lay low. Let him come to you with this. You know your truth. The truth is going to come out anyway. What will be, will be. So for now, take care of yourself and try, if you can, get out of this Five of Cups, right? Maybe. Okay, so I just heard there is like, this is divine timing. This is all. I keep hearing like, if he were to come to you now and tell you how he really feels, like, would you take him? Like, there's something in your life going on right now, apart from this, that like, if he were to come on board and just tell you exactly and spill his guts out about how he feels about you, it wouldn't be the right time. It's not the right time. But do try and get out of this energy and give yourself a little bit more self-love and care, because, you know, it's better to be in that more positive energy. It's better for your health, your emotional health, your mental health, and you deserve a bit better than that. Okay, I hope that helped you, darling. All right, here we go. Hey, Nikki. I saw your messages there, but I was in the middle of that. Nikki. Yes. Just to repeat in case you don't see it, can you please give me an update about Joe, my Capricorn friend I love? Will he contact me or will I have contact him? Okay, so this is Capricorn. What's happened since though? Guys, if you've just joined us, welcome. Welcome to the second live session of Ask Eriu. I'm here to help you with any questions you have about your career, your love life, your finances. Anything I can help with, I'm happy to help with. So we want to find out about Capricorn and Scorpios, yeah? So any question I pick up, I'm going to keep it broad because I feel like that might help some other people that are watching, yeah? And if you are digging this live session, please leave a thumbs up. That'd be cool. I'd be very happy to do that. Okay, so Capricorn and Scorpio. So where are you all coming in from? Let me know where you're all coming in from. Give a shout out to where you're from. Ooh. Orlando, Washington. Sweet. Okay. Guys, you know what? For this entire live session, I'm just going to put her out there. The High Priestess with this whole solar, it's like super can't talk today. Super solar eclipse. This has been crazy. The High Priestess, if any of you are having very strong intuitive feelings about things lately, don't be surprised. She's governing this entire live session. I swear to God. She's great though, but it can be quite intense, you know? Okay. So this is for Nikki. Nikki, you texted me. Okay. New York, Delaware, Argentina. Shout out New Jersey, London. Hello everyone. So glad you're here with me. Right, so this is for Scorpio and Capricorns. Right, Scorpio, where you are at the moment, Nikki. If you are a Scorpio as well and you're having trouble with a Capricorn, listen up, because we have a few things we need to talk about. So, Scorpio, I've got to be very honest with you. You're not handling this very well mentally at all, are you? Not at all. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, right? This is keeping you up at night. This is someone, this is you waiting on them. Why are you waiting on, like, I don't mean, you're saying that you texted, you didn't text back. This isn't the first time that's happened, though. This isn't the first time. Thank you, Valentina. This isn't the first time that, yeah, like, I don't like this already. I'll tell you why. It's like he enjoys this sort of energy of control. No, I don't like that at all. And this is what it's doing to you. It's keeping you up. It's giving you insomnia at times, giving you migraines, giving you headaches. You're probably going to sleep, and when you're struggling to sleep, when you finally go to sleep, you don't really have a good night's rest. You wake up, and what's the first thing you think about? It's like you get those first like 2 seconds of complete inner peace, and you remember everything that's happening in the day or what's going on with you at the moment. And this is what he's doing. This is what's going on with him. Oh, this is what he's giving to you, which is not a nice present. Then you've got the 10 of Swords here. This is you just like being floored by the entire thing, being completely and mentally done. You cannot do it anymore. You're sick of the backstabbing. You're sick of the lies. You're sick of all the fake talk that you've been getting. And also, it's like he hasn't given you decent conversation. Like you're there ready to have a conversation or see, how are you? How's it going? How's life? And they're like, good. You? What's that though? Good, you? Yeah, I'm good. You know what I mean? It's like it's not okay. And I see you here. You straight up come in as the Knight of Cups. So you're ready to say to this person, like, I'm so ready to give you this cup of love. Like, I'm so ready to give this to you as a gift from me to you, something that's part of me. It is my emotions. I want to give that to you, and I want to be solid in that offer. And that's what you're ready to do. That's where you're at. And so where they're coming from is 7 of Cups, complete and utter confusion. Not your fault though, if I'm very honest. This is emotional confusion as well. At times this can mean having a few certain offers by other people and not quite being sure which way to go. I don't really feel that though. I think there's just a veil of illusion over his emotions that he's not honing in on. 1 second, guys. My chat is gone funky. Cool. Grand, cool. So yeah, apologies for that. So this is him. This is him right now. This is the Capricorn. What way will I go? This way? That way? I'm not quite sure. Oh, I don't know. Is this okay? Make a decision. You know, make a decision. Doesn't matter if it's the wrong one, just make it. But this is the energy that they're in right now. And I don't think it's very fair because they're not actually taking the time to invest in their emotions to see what they really want and what they could give you. But again, that's not your fault at all, Nikki. And then we've got the 6 of Pentacles here, which is them trying to balance it out and kind of getting some clarity and confirmation, which is really, really good. And they're getting back into their earthly element of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, which is really, really nice. So they are trying to ground it. But this is just very seamy-sawny. Like, I'm not, well, will I go? Will I go left? Will I go right? And you're like, just go one way, please. And this is here to say, yeah, they're trying to ground themselves and balance themselves out. But also this card can be about a manipulation at times. Someone who knows how much to give and in order to receive, right? The maximum amount that they can receive. So I think this is to do with your communication, even though it's an earthly element, even though it's Pentacles. I think this is more of a case of you struggling to deal with his level of communication. It's because he knows just how much to give you, and then he takes it away again. And it's not very fair. Now, I have him here as the 8 of Cups walking away from an emotional scenario. And it could be from this because we have the moon up here. And sometimes, like, I attach this to Scorpio as well. But I think this is just him not refusing to really make a decision, which is fine because he's present here in the confusion. But then he just walks away from it and doesn't choose anything. So I think I'm going to get you a resolution card. Ace of Swords. Speak your truth on this. Is this something that's good enough for you? Like, is it? If it's not, then that's fine. But you just need to say that so somebody else can come in and somebody else can give you exactly what you want, so you can be in this energy and that person can be in this energy. But this person, I think it's time that you had a chat with yourself and really ignore what they're doing and say to yourself, what is it? What is it I want? The truth of the matter. What do you think? I'm sorry to have to say that to you, but I think this is more about your mental well-being than it is your compatibility with this person. You may love them, you may have feelings for them, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough, and that's okay to say that that's not for you. Yeah, you need to do what's right for you first and foremost. Yes, I hope that helped you, darling. Yeah, exactly. Okay, hope that helped. Now, what time? We're an hour in. Jesus, that was quick. Now, anyone else have any other questions for me? Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. My chat keeps there we go. Cool. There we go. The chat's just going funky on me. Yeah. We got Valentina. I just missed your question. What was it? You just said please. You're welcome, Nikki, darling. You're very, very welcome. Guys, just to give you a little side note as well, that because, as you know, I'm moving at the end of August, transatlantic, so I'll be doing these live sessions. What I'll do is I'll break them into 4. So I'll put in questions for fire signs, questions for earth signs, questions for water. If you're into that, let me know as well if you're into that, because I think that might be good for you, and then I get through a bit more people as well. We've a lot of people dealing with Geminis. I'll tell you what, shall we just do a general read for Geminis, for anyone who's involved with a Gemini? Let's check out the Geminis. So if you are involved with a Gemini, if you are confused by a Gemini, which many of us are sometimes, I love them, they confuse me though. Let's see what's going on with them. Yes, that would be nice. Sorry, Lena, I'll get to you next. Is that okay? Just keep writing because it goes so fast. And Gemini. What's going on with you, Geminis? Seems like there's a few Geminis there battling against the eclipse energy. There's no point. There's no point at all. So anyone that's involved with a Gemini, let's take a look. Okay, for those of you that are involved with a Gemini, you may have just met them recently, or maybe some sort of energy that you are feel that is very different and unique than to other people that you've met before, because you have the 2 of Cups. So this is beautiful water energy. This is about 2 people. It can be about emotionally meeting someone on your level. Vibing is the best word I can use. It can also mean mental understanding, but there's just a very nice fluid understanding of mutual respect as well between the 2 of you. And so this is what this is about. Sometimes this card can denote that you met this person out one night. Geminis are very sociable. You may have met them out one night, or it could just be a case that so I'm just after hearing like they message you first. Or a friend of a friend. So that's for some of you. Well, this could be a friend of a friend. Very interesting. Now, I feel like this is not a solid Gemini as much as we'd like. Or this person, you kind of struggle with holding them down because they're the emperor. And I know that sounds weird, and I know that goes against the traditional emperor vibe. You know, very solid, very determined, very active, very direct, all that stuff. Yeah, it's fine. But I think for some reason, some of you are having trouble with keeping this Gemini down. Like they came after you, but like, how do you kind of You know what I mean? How do you solidify it? And there's a bit of a struggle here because I don't think they're that easy to hold down at all. Now, there's a bit of confusion when it comes to this. You have to make a decision whether or not you want to let this go, or the Five of Rods again, or you want to go for it. So some of you are considering, well, look, I don't think this Gemini is that stable enough for me, or I don't think they have the urge to settle down or be in a relationship, and so maybe I'll just let it rest. Maybe I'll just chill out. Maybe I'll let it go. Maybe I need to think about it a bit more. Yeah, maybe I do. Or maybe I go for it. Maybe I just tell them exactly how I feel and just shower them with all this love and beautiful warmth energy that you get from the sun. Maybe I be the magnet to them. Maybe I be the flame and they the moth. You know, that kind of weird thing. Well, some of you are struggling between that, and there's a bit of an internal battle as whether or not which one you're going to go for. Now, soon enough, though, this is going to come to a head because you have the Judgment card here. And this is about life giving you the call. Are you going to pick up? Are you going to pick up the call of life when they ring? And it's about knowing and hearing where your life is supposed to be going. It's quite a big transformation card. It's not a manifestation, it is a transformation card. And this is about kind of shedding the skin of yourself and being very naked and very vulnerable, especially with yourself, but also with others. And going, yes, I want my life to go in this certain way. So I think for some of you, you really feel like you get on. Oh, you do. Hey, I know you do. You get on great with this Gemini, and something about them is sparking an interest into you, the things that you never really thought you wanted before, like marriage or settling down. And some of you may be quite young. You're not quite sure, is that something I want to do? But this person is evoking this sort of emotion in me. So what you're going to do over the next while is you're going to keep yourself to yourself. I think that's a very good idea. Four of Pentacles, Earth energy again, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this is saying, keep your counsel, yeah? Don't let this Gemini know completely how much you like them. Just yet? Not yet. No. Keep your cards close to your chest. This is what's important. And let them come to you. Sit back, be reserved, not give too much of your energy to them, and let them come. Yeah, let them know what they're missing. I think that's important because sometimes we get very used to things and we think a person's going to be around the entire time, and that's not how it happens. No. So that was just a quick reading for anyone involved with a Gemini. Lena, where are you? Because I said you. Uh. Lena, okay. Hey, Lena, I'm a Virgo. He's an Aries. How will it go? Okay, so Virgo and Aries. Okay. Ooh, my chat just disappeared again. So Virgo and Aries. Anyone involved with an Aries? Anyone involved with the Virgo? Let's check it out. I have a lot of earth signs in tonight, don't I? Hey. Okay. Virgo and Aries. Okay, Virgo and Aries. This was a very promising, quite a whirlwind relationship, or possibility of a relationship, that all of a sudden all your dreams came true and you saw the future with this person. 10 of Pentacles. Everything you could ever want, especially material-wise. Nice home, nice car, good kids, good job, good family. Like, it's all, you know, and money's good. Money's good. So this is the accumulation, but also the collaboration of two people coming together and just having a really good life together. So this was very much something that seemed like a possibility. Just gonna pull a card for this. Okay. But there's something about this person's habits that is not the most desirable, if I want to say. This person may, I mean, I'll generalize. This person may have a drinking problem. May not. Or this just means this person likes to indulge quite a bit with going out and having a good time, being around people, and that's great and all that. But you know, this person seems like a lot of extremity in their life. So they like this. They like to go out. They like to be part of the party. They like to be the life and soul. They turn a lot of heads. They're like, hey, what's happening? It's like that person that you go with. You go to a new place. And it's like they know everyone. Like, how do you know everyone? It's like, I just go here like the odd time. They're there all the time. This person's there all the time. It's like Cheers, you know what I mean? Everybody knows your name. That's this one. But also, even though they are in extremes and they like to do this and indulge quite a bit, they also got this. So they're trying to build on something at the moment. And it could be with this relationship involving you. I was going to say it would be their career or study-wise. Study seems to be a big thing, or their head is in the books quite a bit and they're trying to build something. Now, I would traditionally say it as work or academia, but because I pulled out the Six of Cups card, this could be the love relationship between the two of you. I'm going to be very honest and say you've met each other before. I think this is why it went full throttle really fast. The meaning of the souls here, I feel like your souls know each other, and I feel like this might be slightly karmic. Not in a bad way, though, but there is a soulmate relationship between the two of you. You've met before. And this person has had to learn, or is trying to learn, how to balance themselves out better than they did in the previous life. Yes. They also share a bit of emotional confusion at the moment. Seven of Cups again seems to be popping up a lot for people. Solar eclipse, guys, just wrecking the buzz. But this is also saying that they are finding it a little bit hard to find their way emotionally, and they're not quite sure what way to go. I don't think this is a case that this person has choices. Yeah, it could easily. Three of Cups, third party. Not in this instance. There's just a lot of people around them, but more of a case is that they're trying to find out to get rid of their emotional confusion. And they're trying to find a way in order to tell you this, because I don't think they've told you this. They feel like this Aries, for the Virgos out there that are with Aries or seeing an Aries, they haven't been very verbal in how they feel about you. And I feel like you have been a bit more than most of the time. But there's something that you feel is not right. And I think you're right in thinking that. You're coming across here for me as the Page of Swords as well. So even though you don't always verbalize or prefer to verbalize how you feel about things, you have taken this stance. This is actually quite Gemini energy. So it might be a case that you have it very well articulated in your mind of what you want to say, and then when it comes out, it's just like verbal diarrhea. You just blah, 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 and it doesn't sound as good in your head as it did before. I think you're kind of going to go down that route because something isn't sitting very well with you, and it's because you suspect something, and I want to figure out what that is. Seven of Swords here, lies, deceit, but we need to figure out what that is, because sometimes lies and deceit can be involved in the person, can't it? Oh, this one wanted to come out. Two of them. But what is it? This person has to let go of an old way of doing things, an old way of living, an old way of being. It's like you can't be the Don Juan forever. Do you know what I mean? You can't be the main guy that everyone loves all the time forever. You can't be the hottest guy in the room forever. Like, it's not going to happen. I think there's a lot of things that he has to let go. There's a bit of maturity that needs to come in. I do feel like he is mature. This is a very mature Aries. But at the same time, there's a wonderful kiddish, childlike side to him that's really playful. And that's kind of what draws you to him as well. And what draws a lot of other people. And Nine of Cups is about having options. That is. Now, I didn't feel it with the Seven of Cups. But the two combined, this is saying that he's having options. Is it he needs to choose whether or not he wants this sort of lifestyle with a lot of people, or he lets it go and it completely dies off and he has a new beginning. And this is where he's struggling, and he's actually struggling this mentally. I don't think that there's anyone that he's seeing, or he's not like texting a lot of women. I don't see that at all. at all. I really don't. I think it's a bit to himself. Like, are you going to keep lying to yourself that this isn't an issue? And that's, I think, what the Seven of Swords is here. Are you going to keep lying to yourself about everything being fine and you being fine and not having feeling or having feelings for this person and not telling them? Is that all good? Is that all G? No, it's not. This is about being an adult and taking the reins of communicating exactly how you feel, which seems to be a running theme this evening for a lot of people. But it's very hard for some people to really articulate how they feel without there being a consequence. So he's really at a crossroads with this. He really is. And he's not telling you, he's not showing you. You know, sometimes Aries internalize a lot more than we give them credit for. And that is, he needs to decide whether or not it's time to die down, so you can both have this Ten of Pentacles that he's felt before. Yeah, he does need to open it more. He does need to open it more. Okay. So there is it. This will come to an end as well. This is also a phrase that should use tonight. This too shall pass. He does need to decide whether or not he wants this bigger sense of a greater sense of life and belonging, which is what you feel in the Ten of Pentacles and what he notices and sees in the Ten of Pentacles. So he needs to grow into himself a bit more. His own card came up for me, the Emperor. He needs to get to know himself a bit more. I don't think he always trusts the decisions that he makes because he knows he can make them quite abruptly and quite with brash almost. And then he realizes that there are consequences and then he hurts people or he hurts himself. So I think this is why you're not hearing as much from him, because he doesn't necessarily want to give that to you. It's not an energy he wants to give to you. But I feel like you're about to explode any minute if something's not said. Pull back slightly. Remember, we are in Mercury retrograde. We can't take back some of the things that we say. So I would... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't feel like this is a battle that you have to take on. It's not. It's not you against him. It's him against him. So let him do that. Let him balance himself out. He's got the Temperance card here. He needs some inner balance. He needs to know himself a little bit more and trust in the decisions that he makes. But he needs to make better decisions, and that's what he's trying to do. So give him space to do that. Yeah? Give him space to do that. Sometimes people just need that space. And then when you're ready to say something, then say something. Maybe wait till after the Mercury retrograde, if you can hold on that long. If not, then just make sure what you're saying is exactly how you feel, and it's in a space where he doesn't feel judgment, but he feels compassion. Okay? I hope that helped. No worries. Valentina, please, is a little thing, the song. Oh, my chat's gone again. Now over here. Hey, Scribbles. Hey. The song. So, Lena. Is it? No, it's not Lena. Is it Lena? Where are my chats? There we are. You're welcome, Lena. It's Valentina. Valentina, can you elaborate a bit more? Because I'm not too sure exactly what you're asking me there. Who is this person? Hey, Scribble. Hey, Christine. Yeah. What's your star sign, Christine? I'll do a career question for your particular sign. Saggy. Okay. Cool. Right, Valentina. There we are. Oh. Valentina, I'm going to pull you, Christine, I'll get to you in just a second. I'm going to pull you a lover's romance angel card. I think that would help you best. Okay, so there are some things that if you're ever with a tarot reader, There are a lot of things that we can try and answer for you, but sometimes there are very specific things that we may not be able to give you answers to because it's so specific. So, Valentina, I'm going to pull you a few cards because I think you need some romance angel cards. I think we're going to do this. And then, Christine, I'll get to you about Sagittarius and career. Yeah? Cool. Okay, Valentina, it's coming up for you here is something that you need to release. It's saying release your ex. I don't know if this person is your ex or not. They could be, but this is saying, for me, it's just about releasing. There's something that you need to release in your life. You need to let go of the reins of slightly. You could be far too close to it now that you can't see it for what it is, and that may be the answer to your current question. If you're looking into things as close as you have been, and when you really use a microscope to try to judge and understand what someone else is thinking and gauge by their, especially on social media, by their actions, it can be interpreted in a million different ways. So what I'd say to you, it's time for you to release your ex if this is the person that you're talking about or asking about. Otherwise, just like let go of the reins on this, because I feel like there's a blockage within you when it comes to this particular person and this particular question. And I think you're better off releasing all of that and letting it go and taking a breather from it, because I can feel how much stress this is causing you, because I just got a headache there. And when I get tension headaches, especially I know I get that from stress too. So I know that that's how stress you're getting. So it's important for you to let go. I'm going to pull you a tarot card as well anyway. King of Cups. This could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces that you're involved with. And if it is, very emotionally deep people may not always tell you exactly how they feel about things, but they feel things deeply. So in answer to your question, it could be what you're sensing. It could be that that particular song is directed towards you, but you can't know. You don't know for certain unless you ask them. And I don't think that's a route that you should go down right now, combined with the release your ex card. I think this person needs space. More importantly, I think you need space. I think that's way more important than maybe looking into this a bit too much. And I'd say also just retract from social media. Do you know what I mean? I do it all the time. It may feel crappy now, but like in a few days' time, you'll start to feel so much better. Okay. Now, what this hell? And so now we're going to look at Sagittarius and career for Christine and all the other Sagittarius. Yeah, you see, if you can't ask him and it's really complicated, like let the universe take over. You know what I mean? We always think it's us that has to control everything. You just release it to the universe. You tell them, look, this is your responsibility. I don't want this stress anymore. I'm learning my lesson, and believe me, I get what you're trying to tell me. So take this away from me and let it unfold. You're welcome. You're welcome. So Sagittarius and career. Saggy. I have a lot of friends with Saggy moons, and they're insane. I love them so much. Hello, Saggy moons. Okay. Right, these ones come out for you. So Sagittarius and career. Woo, Saggy. What is going on with you? Okay, Sagittarians and your career. This isn't the first time you've thought about whether or not you should leave the place that you're in. This isn't the first time you've thought about whether or not you should choose a completely different route. The Devil card. Cycles. Same cycles. Driving you insane. Shall we do it again and see if there's a different outcome? Okay. Shall we do it again and see if there's a different outcome? Okay. Shall we do it again and see if there... No. Break the chains, break the cycle of what you're doing to yourself, especially mentally. There's nothing holding you back here. I think that you think there are things holding you back. I mean, if we want to take the normal things like finances as well, like, yeah, that's a big thing. But this is saying, like, you need to let go of all that. It's not, I'm also hearing it's not as bad as what you think it is. There's a level of love for what you do that's way more important than what you do. Remember, what we do doesn't define us. It doesn't. It shows an aspect of our personality at times. Some of us are very lucky to do that. Others aren't so lucky. Therefore, it does not define us. It is an extension of ourselves, maybe at times, an expression of ourselves if you're in the artistic field. But I think it's time that you stop wrecking your head about this, Saggies, about your career choice and what you're doing and what's holding you back, because I don't think it's anything holding you back. I don't. I think it's you holding you back. And I say that as well because you have a new beginning. You have the Ace of Cups. Bam. Ace of Cups can be explained as a new beginning in love, but because we're doing a career, this is about loving what you do. So there is a new beginning coming for you, but it's only going to be when you start to change your mindset about where you are currently and how you can actually just let this go. This is, I know it's easy for me to say, but this isn't as big as you think it is, Saggies, for your career. It's not as big as you think it is. And the new level of self-satisfaction and love for what you do is coming for you. Like, it's big. It's very, very important. I think maybe you've been caught up in other things. Maybe you've been, and that's not normally a Saggy thing to do, but I think you've been comparing yourself to people. Okay, so what I'm getting at, there's a lot of people around you, Saggy. Jesus, there's a lot of people in your ears, a lot of people talking. There's a lot of, like, you're either part of a big community of what you do, or where you work, the company is big and you all know each other. There's a lot of talk around you. You kind of, I don't always agree what the people are saying, because it's only an opinion and it's not for you as such. It's advice, but it doesn't mean that you need to take on everyone's advice. So let this go. Let this go so that this can come in. You need to move into calmer waters as well. You guys are stressed. You guys are very stressed about this career thing, aren't you? Oh my Lord. Yeah, you want this, okay? In order to get this, break the chains, let go of the cycle. And it's coming. You actually have, I picked out 6 cards for you here, and you have 2 aces. So you have 2 new beginnings, which we'll get to, which is great. But I need to talk to you about where you're at mentally, because I'm like, yeah, Ace of Cups, it's coming. Yeah, Hanged Man. Oh, so I just won't do anything about it. I just won't do anything about it. It's going to hide behind the hangman. Can't do this anymore. You can't be on the fence about it. I think also this hangman energy doesn't work well, or it's very bad contribution to the devil energy. Being stuck in the middle of everyone else's opinion about what you should do, who you should be, where you should be. Like, that's all them. That's all them. And I feel like these people forget then the minute they say it to you, what they've said, and you go home and you think about it. And then you go into this hangman energy, which is stagnant, which is just inertia. There is nothing there for you to, it's like you're just so stuck. I keep just seeing this like escalator. It's like you want to get on the escalator, you want to move, but then you don't. You're like, I think I'll just stay here, thanks. The hangman is something that we need to, when I said about how you see things, you need to change your perspective. So this can be that you have an interesting perspective on life or where your life is going, but what you want is to do this. See upright, okay? See it clearly. That's what you want to see. At any point, he can untie his foot. His arms are free. You just don't see that. His leg is free. We just don't see that. And he's hanging off the tree of life. And in the traditional Rider-Waite, what we have is someone whose crown chakra is illuminated. So this is about you trusting your own judgment as well and your own decisions and knowing that you need to let go. I think for a lot of you Saggies out there with regards to your career, you need to let go of a lot of people in your life. You need to let go of a lot of people in your life that you know it's time to let go of. They don't serve you any good. Not saying that they're bad people. They just, but where are you getting with them? You know what I mean? I think there's more people out there that are more action oriented. I think this is really all talk. No. You want to get somewhere, you want to be around the people that actually try and do and are willing to fail. And so let's get out of this stagnant energy. Let's get off the fence about it. Because then at least you tried. If you fall, so what? If there's that saying about when children learn to walk and they fall, they don't say, oh, do you know what? This isn't for me. I'm not going to learn how to walk. You get back up again. This is the exact same thing. Once you kind of change your perspective, okay, so here it is. Saggies, the devil, let go of the old community of which you're involved in that don't do anything for you, and the company in which you work or your career, your ideas on that and other people's ideas on that, because then what you come into a new beginning of self-satisfaction and love for what you do. This is very singular. And then when that happens, you may feel quite stagnant because you know that Things are changing, times are changing. But what happens when you change your perspective on where you are as an individual? The Ace of Rods comes up. It's a new beginning. Love, 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 passion, action orientated. This is action. Let's get it done. Let's surround yourself with people more, as I said, people that will help you and want to do something. I hope so, Christine. And then what you have at the end is the Page of Cups and the Three of Cups. So this is you evolving. This is you really, I think this is more than, I think for a lot of Saggies out there, this is more than, it's more than just a job. You know what I mean? It's kind of your everything. It's your love. And so this is where you come into water energy. No, not your energy. That's fine. We all dip in and out of the different elements. That's absolutely fine. We're all made up of them anyway. And this is you kind of beginning again, slightly scared, but you know, coming from a very pure and innocent place. And I think that's where you need to be. Scrape away. There's too many people around you with too many opinions, Saggy. I don't know what that is. And then Three of Cups. This is great, right? This is great because this is about you finding a new community. And it could only be even about with two people. It doesn't matter. But people who are willing to share their emotional strength and intelligence with you in order to get to where you need to be in your career. Rely on these people. It could be two women, it could be two men, it could be one woman, one man, it doesn't matter. But it's a nice triad here. It's just saying that there's something very solid and strong and almost kind of like mystical and magical that can come from this. So let go of these folk and go into this, yeah? I hope that helps, Saggies. That was Saggies in career. It gives you a lot to think about, yeah? Yeah. But, you know, take the risk. Why not? What else we got there? Mosley Tiff. That's an interesting name. Mosley Tiff. Oh, that's gone so fast. Come on to me. This will care about me. Jimmy. What's your star sign, Mosley? So I can have a look. You're welcome, Christine. Okay. Probably be on for another 15 minutes, guys, and I might have to go. So I'll try and fit you in as many as I can. Again, please like this live session if you're digging it. I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can. Stephanie. No, Stephanie, I can see you. You're not blocked, no. Have I missed you? I must have missed you. Okay. Scribbles. Stephanie, did I get you on the last live session? I don't remember. Hello, Coco Diva. No worries, Mags. You're very welcome. I didn't see yours, Coco Diva. I didn't. That's the first time I saw your name, so I completely missed you. Sorry, guys. The chat moves so fast, and when I'm in the zone, I don't. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. What was your message? What was your question, Coco Diva? Because I missed you. Okay, so what I'll do is, while you're writing that, Coco, I'm going to go with Stephanie, who's there. So Stephanie, Gemini, and Cancer. I feel like I've kind of done that already, did I? It's all blurred on. It's all blurred. So let's do Gemini and Cancer combos, shall we? I did do a general kind of, if you're seeing a Cancer or seeing a Gemini, then this that's some information for you there. Okay, so I'll do the Gemini and Cancer real quick. Hey Aries, I do see you. I do see you, Crescent Moon. I did, didn't I? It's Gemini and Aries, right? Yeah. So we'll do Gemini and Cancer. What's up with Geminis and Cancers? So I'll leave this quite broad, as you know. So that I can pull up. Okay. Gemini and Cancers. The Emperor is also coming up so much, guys. The High Priestess and the Emperor. Massive, massive energy. Okay, so the Gemini and Cancer. So if you're a Gemini, you're cross-watching for Gemini and you're a Cancer. Listen to this. So, Seven of Swords. Not the whole truth, unfortunately. Maybe some lies, some deceit. Again, remember, the Seven of Swords isn't necessarily about someone deceiving you. It can be that they deceive themselves in something. Because we can tell ourselves little lies, can't we, really? And this is about them. The Gemini that we inquire about isn't really feeling in their power at the moment. And I kind of got that through one or two of the Gemini reads that we did tonight. This particular Gemini, they have the two wish cards, which is interesting. There's the Star and there's the Nine of Cups. So what I've seen is that they're struggling to make their wishes come true, make their dreams come true. It's actually a big problem for them, but they're also struggling with showing kind of vulnerability and the troubles that they're having at the moment and who they would alternatively like to be. So they're kind of lying to themselves. They are this very strong person on the outside, that nothing phases them, but in actual fact, they're kept up at night sometimes with their worries and their woes. Nine of Swords. It's kind of severe, isn't it? But they're displaying themselves as something else. You see, Geminis are very good at kind of masking things. They are like the chameleon of the astrological world. But sometimes they do to such a degree that it's not to their greatest benefit. Like, you'd be much better off being vulnerable and showing yourself and showing that vulnerable side to you. I'm going to actually go down here. So that's where that particular Gemini is at the moment. The Cancer then is showing up as themselves. Hello. The Chariot. So this is great. So you're very forward moving. You want to know that this is happening or it's not. And if it is, great. And if it's not, great. You don't really care as long as we're moving, right? And there is some sort of stagnant energy that's attached to this particular Gemini because of Seven of Swords. But the energy is slowing down because you're putting on the brakes slightly, because you're understanding, you're feeling that something isn't quite right. That's why the Seven of Swords is here. It's nothing to do with another person. It's just the fact that they're trying to figure out whether or not they're trying to unmask themselves, is what I want to say. They're struggling to really show themselves to people. Whereas you're not like that. You're like, I'm here. I'm the Chariot. I'm ready to go. This is Cancer. I'm ready. I don't mind being vulnerable. What's wrong with vulnerability, you know? And the Gemini then has the Nine of Cups. So they do have... My initial thing to say about this was that they do have options, but it's not that. It's what I said about them struggling to unmask themselves. This is the same card again. This is the feeling I'm getting, that they want to show that they have everything, that they can do everything, that wishes come true. I can make them come true. I'm absolutely fine and happy, but that's not... They're struggling. It's like Cancer. They're struggling to show themselves to you, and you know that, and you can feel it, and you're like, don't bullshit me. Don't be lying to me. This is not what I want. Now, what's interesting and lovely as well is that they do see this as a soulmate connection. Six of Cups. So they do feel what you feel. Don't get it wrong. It's just that the surface level thing is a little bit more important for them. They feel like the sustainability of the mask that they carry is way more important than below, because they don't want to show everyone everything. You're kind of the same in the sense that you don't want to show everyone everything, but you allow yourself to feel what you feel, and you don't pretend anything else. So you've got the Three of Cups and the Two of Swords here in this direction. And this is saying to you, like, you do have a really strong support network, especially an emotional one. You really have a really, really good one. But you need to make the decision whether or not you want to be in this. And I'm going to help you a bit more clarify that. Yeah. Okay. So what's your decision? What's the decision you're trying to make? Do I continue with this love connection that I feel, that I don't normally feel for anyone else? Or do I go off of myself again and have a new beginning as my own person, as an individual? Do I do that? That's something that you're going to have to consider. The fact that these two opposing cards came up and a major arcana came up as the Fool is saying to you that you need to really consider this. I don't think this person is bad. I don't think they have bad intentions. I just think that they don't fully know themselves as well as you do. And I think that vibrationally, actually, even though this is a card about like feeling the vibe, getting the vibe off someone. I think it's more of a case that you're operating off a higher frequency than they are. And this is why you're picking up on this. And this is why you're questioning whether or not which way to go. But this is also about, when you ask yourself these questions, taking off the blindfold and really look at the hardcore truth of it, kind of taking away from the emotional aspect and using your logic and your ability to decipher what's best for you in the long run. Yeah, that's what this is saying. So do you want to stay in this and wait for this person to learn this lesson, or you just kind of want to take it easy and chill and have a new beginning by yourself? This is very strong. Major Arcana that came. It wasn't the Lovers and the Fool. It was Two of Cups and the Fool. So consider, you know. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing so many. Aquarius and Leo. Aquarius and Leo. Shall I do Aquarius and Leo? I'll do Aquarius and Leo. You're welcome. The glare off my glasses. So we'll do Aquarius and Leo. If you guys want me to do a combo, if you're interested in a combo at the moment, just put it down. Like Sag, Aries, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius. You know, we can suss it out a bit more as well. Aries, Leo. Aries, Leo is a good one. Oh, Aries. Oh my. Who holds the reins? Jesus. I gotta do Aquarius and Leo first. Okay, Aquarius. All right, if you're an Aquarius and you have questions about a Leo, hopefully I'm going to help you now. Or if you're a Leo and you have questions about Aquarius, you're cross-watching, or that's really cool, you can as well. Right, so Aquarians, at the moment, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. You're in the high priestess mode. You have gone internal. You are starting to feel things. Something's not quite right. Something's not sitting right with you. What is it? You just can't put your finger on it. So she is the other side. She's the dark side of the moon, as I like to say. She's your subconscious. She is the things that you feel, but you cannot see. Some people call it your gut instinct, women's intuition. It's just your intuition. You know yourself when something vibrationally doesn't really feel right. And this is what's kind of going on here. You're going internal to try and figure out what it is that you're not quite sure of. You could have had an argument with someone in the past, or it could have been with this particular Leo. Yeah, the Aquarius, I'm hearing like there's a bit of an argument with a Leo. And it could even just be over text message, WhatsApp. It doesn't matter. Some words were exchanged, yeah, because we've got the Five of Swords here. Because having a few regrets about what you said, Aquarius. And you're like, oh, I don't really know. Should I have said that? Well, you said it anyway. Like, oh, what are you going to do? It's said, right? Said and done. Said and done. But there are regrets, as I said, attached to it. And you're kind of at a crossroads at whether or not you should go back and apologize. There is a level of forgiveness that you feel you need. Does that make sense? You feel like you need to be forgiven for one or two of the things that you've said. And there's, because of this, like, I just keep hearing silencio. So silence, right? There's a silence now after this particular war of the words is what I'm hearing. And Three of Rods, you're waiting on your ships to come in. So you're waiting on some sort of loving communication to come in from this person that you're involved with, your said Leo. And you're kind of trying to embody their level of compassion, but you're kind of waiting for them to come to you. Because I think whatever you may have said, whatever was done, was a bit of a game changer, and you didn't realize how severe it was until afterwards. Yeah, it's not to say that they may have pushed you to that point, like that happens too, but a lot of regret, a lot. And you're thinking to yourself, I'll just wait until they come to me, because I do you know what? They're angry. Leo's angry at Aquarius. I'm going to chill for a bit. I'm just going to wait for them to come here. I'll sit lovingly, and when they come, I'm going to be compassionate. I'm going to tell them how I feel. I'm going to tell them how sorry I am. That's where you're at. Your Leo is here. Three of Swords. What is it that was said or done, Aquarius, that's kind of put them into this scenario? Now, remember, like, Leos are very, very sensitive. So sensitive. I cannot stress that enough. They're so unbelievably sensitive on the inside. And it's because they love so much and with all their heart that when someone they love says something to them that's really cutting, this happens. So I feel like they've retracted. Like do you know what it is? They've not only taken their words away, they've taken your love away from them, their love away from you. That's what they've done. And that's what the silencio, the silence is. And they've not that they've regressed, but they've gone inwards a lot as well. In a different kind of energy, they've gone to the Page of Rods. So they're not quite sure with regards to how this is at the moment. They're not quite sure whether or not they can give us as much love as they did in the past. Like they have a lot of love for you, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of passion towards you as well. But I feel like whatever was said and done has diluted. It's just that there's been a lot of hurt, and it's made them rethink this partnership. Okay, I don't know what this is, but you know yourself, whatever it is, you know. And they're considering whether or not should they let this go. I say that because I have the Death card here. Is it something that needs to be let go? Is it something that needs to die off? Is it something that maybe they should let go of this chapter? But now, I'm not going to leave you on that note, Aquarius and Leo. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to leave poor Aquarius here and what's going on waiting, and then poor Leo going, should I let this go? It could also be, the Death card, like, it can also be that they're willing to let that particular thing that's happened die and go, and just go into the ground, or just new slate. That can also be it too. So I'm going to pull out a resolution card for you. So, yeah. Ooh, look what popped up there. The world. So yeah, I think they're willing to let it go. I'm not going to lie, Aquarius. You're going to have to grovel for a while. You're in the doghouse. You're in the doghouse. Whatever you said and did, I don't know what it was, but they're not happy about it. So you're going to have to really, if they're a little bit snippy with you, or they are slightly passive aggressive, or they're like, well, that won't happen again. Well, you're going to have to kind of take on the chin a bit if you want this now. But what's happening is, which is nice, Death card coming in, letting the old phase die away, and then a new beginning coming in. So this is your resolution card. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Now, it's way more solid than what it was before. So I actually think whatever this was that happened for you was very important in your love cycle between Aquarius and Leo, so that you could both learn something about each other, about yourself, learning how to let things go, and then starting anew. Maybe this particular relationship or friendship wasn't built on a very strong foundation, and this is saying you get a second chance at this on a way stronger foundation than before, but you need to take care of it this time. The two of you weren't taking care of it. Now it's time to take care of it. Now it's time to get real. Okay, I hope that helps, Aquarius and Leos. Now what do we got? Oh, it's gone so fast again. Scribbles, can I get a love reading to see what's coming up for your relief? So Capricorns, do you want a love reading, Capricorns? Or anyone who's involved with a Capricorn? And then I'll do Aries and Aries. Because Aries, I see you. I see you. I'm glad you keep writing, because that reminds me to get back to you. So we'll do a Capricorn love reading. This is for Capricorn singles. Let's find out some love for Capricorns. Do you know, they say Capricorns and Libras aren't a good mix. I actually think they're pretty good. Two cardinal signs, you know? I think they're pretty good. All right, Capricorn. Ooh. Just as I say that, justice pops out. This is very nice. Very nice. Right on. Okay, so where are you at the moment, Capricorn? Capricorn singles in your love life? Well, honestly, you kind of want it all, don't you? You want the happy home. You want the car. You want the good job. You want the good husband, good wife. You want the kids. You're at a point in your life where you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to settle down. Give me the goods. I am ready for this. Give me that mortgage. I'll put my name on that mortgage. I'm ready. This is what this is. And you're ready to embody and enjoy all of what life has to bring. I'm hearing kids kids is a big thing. I just keep hearing like reproduction, reproduction, reproduction. And when I get a word that is constant like that and is repetitive in my head, like you're really ready to settle down roots and be very financially secure. I actually think most of you Capricorns are financially secure enough, or like at least comfortable. And this is saying, now you're ready for the next phase. You can always share with someone. But there's something here saying that you've been let down a little bit too many times in the past, Capricorn singles, haven't you? And you've kind of gone, I just can't keep doing this. We've got the Four of Swords here. You've taken a break from love. So I feel like this is the vibe that you're in, but your action at the moment is this. So it's more so in your head. I'm thinking about it. But you know what? What I'm hearing for some of you is that you're afraid that this may not come true. Okay? That your dreams, your aspirations of a family life and all that, you feel like this may not come true for me. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to let the universe take control. But then you bounce back and forth between the two. And that's okay though, right? Because you want to be realistic, but at the same time, you want to dream. You want to visualize and you want to manifest. So some of you may have hurt in the past by your love life, quite a bit actually. It could even be by 4 different people, 4 different women, 4 different men. It doesn't matter. There could have been one in particular that really hurt your heart and really, I keep hearing like just severed the cord between the two of you quite abruptly. Could have been a Scorpio I'm hearing as well, or Virgo or Pisces. Mega for some of you. But this is saying like you're a bit wounded and you realize that it takes time to heal and you kind of want to do that, but you're not going to let go of the fact that you want this too, which is really sweet. Now, funny enough, when I said about Libra and Capricorns, just this card comes up. Some of you may be meeting someone in a legal profession. Doesn't need to be though. Can also just be someone who has a very strong sense of justice, who understands how it all works. And it's just can be very black and white, but at the same time, they understand the middle ground, the grays, and what it takes to make a really good, decisive, logical decision on something. It's just a good person to have on your side. This person you can meet in work. I just keep hearing the legal profession. I'm going to get a bit more. I need a bit more in that. There's a certain strength to this person that you haven't met in other people before. Oh, yeah. Oh, this person's really balanced. Oh my God. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Rods. Now, they do have the 9 of Swords. I feel like this person that may be coming in for you, Capricorn singles, may have a lot going on. As I said, the legal profession doesn't need to be though. But they may have a lot going on. Financially, they're very, very affluent. I'm happy to say that. And they're someone who took control of their own destiny and went after their dreams. And you quite like that. You like someone that likes to take control of their life and say, yeah, I'm going to do it. No more talking. I'm going to physically go and do it. But this person may have a lot on their plate. Stuff that you don't know about. Okay, so this is another thing. This person also may have a medical condition that they don't tell people and they don't. You won't know about initially. It's something to do with their head. It's very specific. Or they have trouble with their eyesight. Or migraines is a very big thing. But this is the person that's coming in. And I don't feel like initially there's a lot of like you're not initially attracted to this person. Not like you have been in the past to other people where you see them, you're like, yes, I'll take that. This is more of a case of, there's a familiarity. So this happens with signs that are in the same grouping. So like cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn are always going to notice each other and always get along quite well because they have that sort of leadership quality. And, it's just something that happens. Even if like technically a Libra is not supposed to get on with Cancer or Capricorn, you're still going to because you have those leadership qualities about you. So you see yourself in that person. So this is what you're seeing yourself a little bit in this person, but you're not quite sure what it is that's attracting you to them. It's a familiarity. Same wavelength, which is really nice. Now, don't get bogged down, Capricorn singles, about the people that you've liked before. And what I'd say is don't compare this person too much to the people that you liked before. 7 of Pentacles for me is about looking back. And it's seeing all that you've accumulated wealth-wise as well. So you might be comparing your wealth apparently to this other person. Or more importantly, to me, when I see this, it's about other people that you've dated and maybe still having a little flame for one person in particular. And then comparing this person to the old flame. What I say is don't do it. Different person, different timing. You're a different person now than the person that you were with then, right? We change every day. We're not who we were yesterday. So this is saying don't do that too much, because there is a Page of Pentacles energy, which is really sweet. So I think this is you coming forward going, you know what? I have this pentacle. I don't really want to look in the past anymore. I want to look forward. And so maybe I'll consider giving my pentacle to this person. This is a slow burner. This isn't like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. This, you know, hot, sexy stuff. It's not that at all. But it doesn't like, don't you want a solid foundation for this to grow on? You do, right? This is very important to you. So go slow and it's fine. And I think this person, they just seem so busy to me. I don't know what this is. They're going to be so busy. They'll probably like the fact that like it's every now and again you meet up or you talk like every few days as opposed to every minute of the day, because some people don't like that constant communication. And this person seems very busy to me, so they might not be able to give you that level of attention anyway. But I think you're cool about it. You're Capricorn. You're like, yeah, I get it. It's fine. I'll give you my pentacle when I can. So think about that. All right, Capricorn singles, I hope that helped you. Oh, who we got? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I am trying to keep up with all the questions. I really am. Mosley, I had you and then I lost you. And Aries as well. You're welcome, Scribbles. Hi, Karna. How are you? So Jimmy. Mosley, what's star sign? Does he care about? Oh, he's a Sagittarius and I'm an Aries. Okay, so we're going to do Saggy and Aries mix now. So if any of you are having troubles with your Aries or your Saggy, let's try and figure it out. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, the Sagittarius and Aries are having power struggles because you both came out at the same time. Queen of Wands. What's the power struggle? Why are you having a power struggle? So Sagittarius, you are completely emotionally confused about this attachment to the Aries, right? Completely emotionally confused. You're not so what way to go. You don't feel like you're being told everything. You kind of are, though. This is the thing. From what I can see so far. But you are confused by it all. You're not sure kind of what way to go. What you'd really like to do is actually just build some sort of foundation with this Aries, yeah? You don't need to start from scratch. You're happy to build on what you have thus far. Even if things have been confusing and weird for you, you're like, no, I'm happy to build on this. This is okay. And what you'd really like to do then from there is embody this Queen of Cups energy, which is be very loving, be very vulnerable, be very soft, be very nurturing, and only show them that side of you. Not show it to everyone, just show them this particular side of you that you don't show everyone. But you're like, where do I go from here, though? Because I'm not quite sure. Where they're at the moment, Eight of Swords. They're not sure either. They're not sure either. I feel like you're slightly mirroring each other with insecurities, and this is where the power struggle is coming in. So I'm going to check that out for you a bit more. Yeah. So the Aries that you're talking about is, I'm hearing is that they're distracting themselves from making a choice about this or what to do with this. Now they see this as a great opportunity for love, brand new opportunity for love as well. Ace of Pentacles. Let's move forward to something solid. You're like, yeah, I'm down. Of course I am. But I'm not sure because they're not showing you this, right? But they are willing to give you this. I think this is all a bit new for them, isn't it? This Aries, this level of love and intimacy is all a bit new for them. Page of Cups here. It's all a bit new. They don't really know how to show love. They don't really know how to show this kind of love. When you're like, it's cool, I've got my cup. I'm going to be vulnerable and be nurturing towards you and just love you and heal you from your past hurts. And they're like, yeah, how do I do that? Okay, I have a cup. How do I do it? But you're in this queen-like energy and they're in the page. It's not level, you see. But they are looking back and thinking, this is different from what I've had before, but I do want something new. And they do see it as new opportunity. But there's something that they have to let go of. And this is like past cycles. Guys, this devil card's coming up so much. Devil card, let it go. Break the chains of the cycle. Yeah. Fleetwood Mac, The Chain. You know that song. Everybody knows that song. This is so applicable to this. And I don't feel like this is about two people not seeing each other or being poisonous or toxic to one another or being in this very toxic energy. It's not that at all. It's about breaking the cycle of what you think love should be. That's what I'm hearing. What the power struggle between the two of you, I'll tell you this now, is your perception on love and their perception on love and how it's different. Even though you feel the same way, even though you're confused and they're confused and they're not willing to open up properly and see it for what it is because it's quite scary and new, and you're like, yeah, I'm willing to open up and see and be emotionally active in this, but I'm also confused. So there is a level between the two of you where in order to stop being confused, one of you is trying to take the reins, but there's a power struggle. So let's break what we think love should be. Let's break what we think love should be. It should be this way. You should text me X amount of times a day. You should ring me X amount of times a day. No. Who says? So the amount of time somebody communicates to you in a day, does that equate to how much they love you? No, of course it's not. Some people are about quality time. Other people are about words. So you need to figure out your language. Well, how is it that you show and tell someone that you love them? Is it your constant communication? Or is it about your quality time that you spend with them? So I just want to shatter this. This feels fragile to me. I think this can easily be let go. It should be shattered like glass. This is not what you need. This is your Aries at the moment. This is easy. You can change this. You can help change this, but not within the power struggle. You don't. If you're trying to win in this, no one's going to win. I'll tell you that now. If that's your game, or not game, but if that's your angle of achievement, no, it's not good for you. They come out here then with the 9 of Rods. See what they've got? Like, they're really kind of scared to move forward with this. They don't know what way to move forward with this because they know you're a really strong person, Saggy, and they know that you won't put up with crap. Won't put up with crap. Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands, won't do it. And they're kind of they're slightly intimidated by your emotional strength. I'm not going to lie. They're slightly intimidated. And they just kind of don't really know. They don't really want to see it for, what should I do? Does this mean I change? Change is hard for anyone. This is about you coming forward with them, I think. I think both you just really, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab it anyway here. I'm going to get you a Romance Angel Oracle card. I think it's your level of communication is so... You get on great, but your level of communication sucks. That's what I'm hearing. It's just not good. Yes, me and my best friend just had a power struggle. Yeah, two fire signs. Now, you have 2 cards that fell out for you here, and I'm going to have a look at them for you now. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So there is love here. And also combined with honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So we can equate this to summertime and it being holiday time and the romantic feelings and like summer romance. But I think this is more important for you to say, like, do acknowledge that there is romantic feelings between the both of you, even though the language of which you're both speaking is not compatible. But this is the basis of everything. So do consider that. And when you get frustrated, or when you're not sure, when they don't write back, when there's an argument or whatever, understand that this is the basis of why you two are still together and why you're still connected. Is that there's still love there. You just need to figure out how to communicate it best. And then honeymoon. For me, this is about take this slow. Take it slow. There's no need to push it. Remember, time is an illusion. And there is more than enough time to let this grow. If you're fighting to put a label on it, this person is not, I don't feel like this person speaks in labels. This person speaks in just love. So give them a space to express this and let it just happen. Let it happen naturally. But they're in it with you. They're in it with you. I hope that helped. That was a bit of a long one, wasn't it? Guys, 2 hours. I was like, oh, I gotta go soon. I'll stay a bit longer. Will I stay a bit longer? I like those romance cards. I know, they're lovely, aren't they? And then there's some that tell you, you know, things aren't great. Great, thank you. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Aries. Aries crescent moon, because I've been neglecting you, darling, haven't I? Jerry. Hey, Jerry. I'll stay longer. Why not? It's a Saturday night. Let's go wild. Let's stay on YouTube. So Aries, did we want to look at Aries and Aries combo, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, Aries horse cusp. Long distance, 3 to 4 months. Cool. Okay. Aries and Aries. Aries and Aries. Again, it's like the Sagittarius and Aries things. Like 2 fire signs. It's electric. It's explosive. It's sexy as hell. And other times, the arguments, you feel like you could just burn down the house with the amount of energy between the two of you. And Aries, you know, Aries is always right. Always right. Yeah, let's see. Aries on Aries. Okay, so Aries with the Taurus cusp, yeah, that showed up as well. Here we go. So if you are an Aries interested in Aries, or you're seeing one, or they're kind of on the Taurus cusp as well, this is cool. This is for you. A lot of cards came out. So for Aries yourself, Aries crescent moon, this is you at the top, right? 4 of swords. Kind of sick of it. Kind of done. Kind of actually really drained with the whole situation currently. But what I'm hearing is let sleeping dogs lie. I think this is just how you're feeling about yourself as opposed to the situation. But they need this level of relaxation. Like sometimes there's just a time for that, you know. So we can't always be going. And there's a time for relaxation. This is what this is. You need this right now. You kind of need to time out from this interaction with the other Aries, to be honest. What it does, though, it refuels your Ace of Rods, which is quite lovely. Ooh, so new beginnings and love. So you kind of get that spark back into you about how you feel about this person. It may have been pretty intense. And as I said, 2 Aries, 2 dominating. Who's going to win? There has to be one winner. That's how Aries thinks. And I'm going to be the winner. If there's 2 of you in it, can there be 2 winners? It's exhausting. It is draining. So give yourself that time. I think you've already done this so quite a bit. You do have a new beginning with them. It's like you're re-energized in love again because you've given yourself that break and you've thought about yourself a bit more and just taking care of yourself a bit more. Now, in this new beginning, though, what I do have here combined. So I don't know if you have this in your chart or the other person does. We've got the strength and we've got the moon. This could be your moon signs. 2 opposing ones. People always say, like, this is Scorpio and Leo for me, right? People always say Scorpio moons and Leo moons aren't supposed to get along. I know a lot of couples that are Leo moons and Scorpio moons. You just feed the other one what you don't have, or what they don't have. And it's a nice yin and yang thing. It really is. Again, the level of communication, the dialogue between the two, though, it doesn't always work very well because they have a different language. Okay, water and fire. Very sexy, very sexy. Doesn't always work out with the communication. That's okay, though. So I think there's something about the two, even though you get along quite well, and there's a lot of heat, there's a lot of fun. That's what I'm getting. There's a lot of fun from the two of you. There's something about something is opposing, and I feel like this could be you and them, or it could be just you. Considering this is your top row, is that there's certain tension that you have within yourself regards to this person. They make you feel alive, and other times they make you feel so fucking down. That's kind of what it's like. It's really like the scales, the Libra scales, even though Libra isn't here, but I'll just give you that imagery of it just up and down, and the pendulum swings back and forth of so happy and yet then so depressed over what this is. Now, they've come up as the Empress energy, which is a major arcana, the mother of the deck. She's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. She is the birth of everything. So it can be ideas, she can be physical birth. So this person is an Aries Taurus mix. So you say it's on the cusp. So it could be the case that they have a very nurturing energy, but they're very strong in it. And the kind of what they say goes sometimes, and they don't always say it in a very fiery, direct manner, but they say it in a very matter of fact manner. So if I want that done, well, that's going to be done tomorrow, isn't it? You see what I'm saying? There's that intensity with a very matter of fact tone. The interaction between the two of you is changing quite a bit, because when they have the Wheel of Fortune here, they understand that this wasn't by chance that you two found each other. They know that. They know that this was destiny played a part in this, and I feel like they're even slightly, I want to say, cynical about this whole thing. Like if they heard that you were writing on a YouTube live session with tarot reading with Ask Eriu, they'd be like, "What the hell are you doing that for on a Saturday night?" Do you know what I mean? But they understand that there's something quite important about your meeting, the two of you meeting together, and that it wasn't just destiny, it wasn't just fate, it was something bigger. They may never say that to you. At the moment, they're struggling with communication with you. Page of Swords. Again, I'm going to say this is the Mercury retrograde. I'm going to blame it on Mercury retrograde. And they are swinging around that sword, and they may be saying things to you that is quite hurtful or kind of immature. You're like, that's not normally you. Why are you saying things like that? That's not how you say things. That's not you. Quit the shit. What are you saying that stuff for? They're struggling to find emotional balance within themselves and emotional intellect within themselves. But I don't know what it is. It kind of feels like you're both together but not together. Does that make sense? Like it's yeah, you're connected, but you don't have that label of we're together. And you're not going off with anyone else, and they're not going off with anyone else. They need to kind of develop this a little bit more. It's temperance. This is Sagittarius. They need to develop their inner intellect, emotional intellect, a little bit more, and they need to understand their emotional development a little bit more. That needs to come out. They need to show this a little bit more to you, I think. Let me just pull a card for you here. It's like you're together, but you're not together. Jerry, we're doing Aries on Aries. 10. Yeah. This all seems a bit burdensome to the two of you. And I'm not surprised then that your first card that came out was 4 of Swords. 10 of Rods. It's very heavy. Can you carry this load anymore, this emotional relationship on your shoulders anymore? And I think the two of you need to get back to just having fun, loving times. Yeah. Something needs to be scrapped here. And also, if there are any mind games between the two of you, that needs to stop right now. I'm telling you. That's not on. That cannot be. If one person is doing that's grand, Jerry. I'm just letting you know. If one of you is playing mind games and the other one's doing it as well, this won't last. I'll tell you that now. However, you do have some lovely cards. You deserve love. So this could be for you and it could be for them as well. It could be for both of you. It's about time you've knocked on the head the presence of I within the relationship. So when I say the presence of I see two people that are I don't see two people that are we. We. I. I don't see it. This is saying that you do deserve love. So you need to open up a bit more to this. And I think they need to as well. I think both of you need to acknowledge and say to each other, do you know what? I have feelings for you. That's how I feel about you. Because you have wedding and this could be the one. Now, these are very literal. I don't like to be too literal with cards. I will say it because the purpose of the card, because that's how they were created. But I want to always put it. For me, wedding is not just about wedding. It's about the union of two people. And it's about time that you kind of both acknowledge the fact that you both really like each other. And despite the ups and downs that you have between one another, you have everything you need to give it a good go. So why not give it a good go? Because this could be the one. And you don't know if you don't try. So it's about taking the risk. Both of you need to take the risk on each other here. both of you need to extend the olive branch and show each other what it could be, because you deserve love. Okay. I hope that helped. Crescent moon, that was Aries on Aries. Right, I'll take a few more questions and then I think I gotta go, guys. What do we got? Shayna. Pisces and Libra. Shall we look at Pisces and Libra, yeah? Pisces and Libra. You don't see many of those, do you? Pisces and Libra. So we want to know about Pisces and Libra. So if you are Pisces that is involved with a Libra, has a Libra X, or if you're a Libra that is involved with a Pisces X, and you want to have some more clarity on what's going on, we'll do that now. Okay, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Libra. Gosh. Pisces and Libra. Okay. So now I'm going to use a Romance Angel Oracle card as well for you. Pisces, you just showed up. Hey, what's up? King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You've shown up in your own top line, which can I just say is freaking amazing. It's beautiful. So Pisces, there is a thing about you that people sometimes expect you to show up in a certain way. And that's in relationships and love. They expect you to be a certain thing. And they put really big expectations on you. And it's not to say that you can't deliver. But it's more of a case that you have your own way of loving people. And you show up when it's unexpected. And it's the best time for that person. And this is you showing up here now in this Pisces Libra energy. This is you saying that I'm very present. I may not be always there for when you think you need me, but I'll be there for when you really need me. Such a strong card. With the Ten of Cups in the middle. So how you feel about this Libra is extremely strong. It's like they give you something that maybe other signs haven't given you before, or people in your past haven't given you before, which is just pure 100% love. Like real, like I'm talking the real deal. I'm not even talking about movie love. I'm talking about real, pure love. Have you ever been in the presence of real love? I have. I have a Cancer friend of mine who's seeing a Cancer. And I've never been in the presence of love until I saw that. And I was like, man, that's what you want. That's the real deal. And that's how you feel about this Libra. There's something about them as well, which is quite sweet, is that they fire you up a bit more. Like Pisces are, you know what I mean? Like calm. And if it's all going on the inside, you don't see it. They don't let anything show. But there's something about this Libra that's giving you this. This is the Ace of Rods. This is a new beginning. I feel like there's an opening up of you sexually towards them that you may not have shown anyone else, or that you may never knew you had within you until you encountered this Libra. And that's a certain level of intimacy that you can't get with everyone. Right? It's very, very cute. It's very nice. I'm just going to fix my chat. There we are. But there, I see the Seven of Rods. There's a bit of a struggle between the two of you. It's you're going to overcome whatever this is. I have no doubt about that. But thank you, Anthony. But what's going on with them? They have the Strength card here. And so they are quite balanced in themselves, actually. They do have, I think, more than most Libras, have a very authoritative air about them. A little bit more, say, than the average Libra, right? They could have some fire in the chart, but they're willing to meet you halfway on this because they showed up as the Queen of Cups. We have the pairing here. You're both willing to give each other this cup. You're both willing to give one another the cup. And also you see each other as equals. And that's great to have in a relationship. That's what you want. Presence, isn't it? Now, there's one thing that's concerning me on their side, and that's the Five of Pentacles, which is walking away from a scenario that you don't really have a lot of control over. And I want to know what this is about. And I think this may be contributing to the struggle that two of you have. Or the questions that you both have. What is that about? There is there's a third party in this involvement with the Pisces and Libra, and it's not in the way you think or what you think I'm going to say. It's not. King of Swords. This is someone who is connected to the both of you. It could be a friend. Could be a friend of this person, this Libra that you're seeing. Could be a Gemini. Could be another Libra, or it could be an Aquarius. This person, I don't trust. I don't trust them at all. This person, it's not a love triangle. It's just somebody butting into this relationship, and that's the problem. And I feel like this person is saying, oh, you'd be better off if you just kind of let them go. To you, Pisces. They're saying this to the Libra. And I'm not having that. Life could be so much better and brighter if you let go of this Pisces. I think they're holding you back. Why are they holding you back? You're much better off being on your own, and you'll be more financially stable. Just be very aware of this person. This is the person I think that's causing rifts between the two of you. This may be a mutual friend. What I want to say is this isn't a friend at all. So you need to be very careful of what you say. I think you already know this though, Pisces, but the Libra doesn't see it. Libra does not see this. No. And they're talking in the Libra ear. Do you know what this is? It's a massive amount of jealousy because they see the two of you. They see this. King, Queen. They see the potential. And they don't have that, and they're very begrudging of that. And they don't want, which is, you get it in friendships, weirdly enough. They don't want they don't want to be on their own because they know that this could be a really good partnership, and they don't want to be left on their own. That's their priority. It's bullshit, really, isn't it? So they're telling them, no, be your own light. Show the world how amazing you are. Just be on your own. You're much better off. No. This is the struggle that you'll have. I don't doubt this person's feelings towards you. I don't doubt your feelings towards them. This could be something incredibly beautiful between the two of you. And I sincerely mean that. But you need to be very careful of this snake. This snake. Because they're the one that's going to cause the rifts. You'll overcome it. Yeah, you will, but it'll be a bit of a struggle. I think the Libra will in time notice that this person isn't a real friend, That's what it is. Okay, I hope that helped. Shaynara, am I saying that correctly? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Shaynara. Cool name. Okay, so do we have any other questions? I'll probably take another 2 and then I'll go. I said that like about 3 hours ago. What time is it, guys? Okay. Cool. So, my chat has stopped. So I don't know if it's frozen or I just can't see what you guys are writing. I might need to leave it there then if I can't see it. Oh, there you all are. Hey. You're welcome, darling. Libra Nova. So I'll take Nova. Thank you, Shelley. You're very sweet. Thank you. What are your, so just out of interest, what's everyone's rising and moon signs with their sun signs as well? That's a big thing. It's a big thing. And also with the eclipse, only certain moons really felt that hardcore. Okay, so I'll do Libra and Gemini, will I? Or is there any sign that I haven't done? I think that's fair, isn't it? It's Scorpio. Hi Joanne. I think I did Cancer and Virgo already. Saggy Sun, Saggy Moon, Leo Rising too. A lot of fire in you, babe. Divinely guided. Are you alright, darling? You're confused about an Aquarius. Aquarius and an Aries. Okay. Okay, so Aquarius and Aries. Oh, I can see the confusion. Okay. So check. Okay, so divinely guided. This is for Aquarians and Aries if you're involved with an Aries. And also, if you just have an Aries friend that you're not getting along with lately, it's fine. You can actually check out some of this and see if this applies or may help you. So Aquarius, God love you. You're in your head a lot, aren't you? You see that? Eight of Swords, you're in your head a lot. What are you not seeing? What are you choosing to not see? Because there's something there, you know yourself what it is, but you're not seeing it. You don't want to see it. Why is that? Because you want to keep yourself quite balanced. Okay, and I think as well, Aquarius, you're trying to keep all sides of your personality quite balanced. Because if you really open your eyes to what this is between you and the Aries, it could emotionally topple you over. Hello, Aquarius, Capricorn's in the house. Yeah, exactly. Your wish is to say that everything is absolutely fine, Aquarius. You're fine, you're good, you're fine. I'm good, I'm fine. I'm good. No, I'm good. My cups aren't spilling over. I'm good. But Jesus says, Christ, I'm going to keep myself to myself because if anything happens, if I topple over emotionally, I will. God knows. God knows what's going to happen. Aquarius, you're really freaking out. I can feel out the freaking outness, the freakiness in all of this, trying to keep yourself stable and sane. And thank God that you've got that air element where you're like trying to keep your mind and mental state intact. But unfortunately, you need to kind of open your eyes to what's really going on here. It's time, because that's what will help you in the long run. And I don't think it's as scary as you think it is. I really don't. You're understanding though with this person, this Aries, something's going on. There is a change happening. And yeah, this can sometimes mean endings, but I feel like it's just a change in the relationship. Like something is changing between the two of you. It could be who you are as a person, it could be who they are as a person, but there's a change, and I think you're really apprehensive to move with this change. This is coming in as a major arcana for you. So this is saying, darling, regardless of the fact that you feel comfortable or not, I'm going to come in and I'm going to change things. But it's necessary. You might see this as a necessary evil. It's not evil. It's very important that this happens to you, because there's a few things that you need to let go. And I think it's one or two people as well in your life you need to let go. I always take into consideration these two serpents either side, because I don't trust them. That's sometimes having someone very close to you who's whispering things in your ear. And, and they may be wrong because they're not in the scenario. They don't know, but you do. And I can see that you're ready. You will be able to build upon this Three of Pentacles. You will be able to build something a bit more stable if you allow the Wheel of Fortune to come in and change things. It's important that you do. Because that's what you want, right? Something solid, something stable. Yeah, with the Aries. Now the Aries, God love them, it's just as confused as you are. This keeps coming up as well. Seven of Cups here, confusion, having a veil of an illusion over things and not really seeing things for how they are. And you need to. And they see the same as you, not willing to see things where they are. This relationship is changing between the two of you. I don't know why. I don't feel like something major happened. I just feel like you're both changing as people. And it's like, are we still compatible as people now? Am I who I was yesterday? No. Am I emotionally intact? Ooh, I don't know. Am I? If I emotionally let myself go, is that bad? No. But they're getting the wish as well that things need to change. So it's nice that you have two major arcanas. They have one, you have one. Wheel of Fortune and the Star card. Okay. The wish for things to move forward and to change for the better. To come out of this, right? See things where they are, not be confused anymore by that. And also they have the Six of Rods here. So this is about winning at something. This is being rewarded for doing a good job within your community, but this is also about being triumphant and achieving something within this relationship. So don't be afraid. This is very clear, easy breezy for me. Easy breezy. Let it change, let it happen. Allow their wish, they need change as well. You both realize you're at a point in this relationship where you need it to change, and it's for the better because you can build upon something more solid, and you will be rewarded for that with the new versions of yourself that you are. That's great. That's all it is. Oh, okay, guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go. But thank you so much for joining me. Oh, how many people I have left? Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed it. We've been here for 2.5 hours. This has been the second Ask Eriu live session, and it's totally cool. So what I'm going to do next time is I will do fire signs, air signs, earth signs, and water signs, so that everyone then has knowledge for what's going on in their particular sign for the month of August, okay, while I'm in transit. So thank you all again for showing me so much love. Thank you for being with me, and I will see you soon, okay? Stay in touch, stay strong, and take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.